What's up, YouTube gamers? Young Soul dropping another video. And Nielsen Gaming US report just came out. Nielsen, if you don't know, is one of the top entertainment polling sites in the US. They just came out with their gaming division, just came out with a new study. Basically, getting the poll, getting the temperature of gaming as of right now. And some of the interesting tidbits, as you saw in the title, was that more gamers are interested in buying PS4 Pro than Project Scorpio. Now it's close, but and I'm sorry, the link you're seeing right now is from Game Informer, but at the bottom, I'll put the link to at the bottom of this link. We'll have the link to the actual PDF file of the Nielsen poll results. And I'll go ahead and just put the PDF. I'll put the PDF link in the description itself. I'm sorry, but I was looking through a little bit of it, and I found some interesting things. And the study basically said that 15% of gamers said they're interested in buying Sony's PS4 Pro, while 13% said Scorpio, which I find very interesting because PS4 or Sony didn't really promote the PS4 Pro, although it is out in store, so that may have something to do with it too. I'll acknowledge that, but they didn't really market it, and they still don't really market it all that much. And Scorpio has been, the only thing Xbox has been talking about for the past year and a half or so. I mean, essentially, outside of marketing for Gears and Forza Horizon 3, I'll give them credit for that, but outside of those two, they've really only been talking about Scorpio, and still more people plan to buy a PS4 Pro than buy an Xbox Scorpio. So that was one of the interesting things in the, and like I said, there's a lot of stuff in there. Like one other thing I found interesting was that Nielsen reports showed that only 72% of gamers have ever heard of Xbox One. Now, to be fair, to be 100% fair, I believe Nielsen said that 64% of the U.S. population qualifies as a gamer, and I think they're using probably PlayStation and maybe even mobile for that. So I'm not here to claim that their term of gamer is something that we all look at as quote unquote gamer, as like the definition. But in the study, it showed that 40% of gamers, 40% of people prefer to play on console compared to 27% who choose to play on PC. And I can't really show you where all of this is because I'm just kind of randomly looking through it and just jotting down notes, so I can't exactly show you. That's why I'm putting the link in there so you can look at everything for yourself. Take your time and peruse through. It's always interesting when the biggest, and I believe Nielsen polls are the biggest entertainment polls, if I'm not mistaken, whether it be TV shows to other types of entertainment, if I'm not mistaken, movie entertainment. I'm not sure, but I believe it's one of, if not the top entertainment. So that's why people go to it a lot. And so I guess I found that pretty interesting, especially, like I said, the title of my videos, that more people are going to buy PS4 Pro than buy Scorpio, at least by this poll. And again, it's interesting that Sony doesn't really promote PS4 Pro at all much. I don't really see much promotion, where Xbox can't stop talking about Scorpio. And to be fair, it's a low amount of people anyway. Like I said, 15% versus 13%, but those are two relatively low amounts. And what's going to be troubling for Xbox is Xbox, as you can see by the way they promote Scorpio in comparison to how Sony promotes PS4 Pro, Scorpio is a bigger deal for Xbox than PS4 Pro is for PlayStation. Do you see what I mean? So in other words, Xbox has more riding on Scorpio than PlayStation does. You can tell, like I say, with the marketing, but you can also tell another way. You can see that PlayStation isn't really trying to change the trajectory of how this generation's been going. PlayStation's perfectly fine with the way they've been selling PS4s. Xbox, I'm not sure they're as content with how they've been selling Xboxes. So they need like a shot in the arm, so to speak, a shot of adrenaline, if you will. Whereas PlayStation, and I'm sure they'd love to have a shot of adrenaline, but they don't really need to try to shake things up that much. So that's why, you know, Xbox has more riding on Scorpio. So the fact that both of them really can't even crack 20% of gamers saying that they're even interested in their higher end consoles, that's more alarming for Scorpio than it is for PlayStation Pro, for PlayStation 4 Pro, for the opinions I just mentioned, or at least that's my opinion based on the opinions that I just mentioned. But anyway, I'm just putting this out there so you can look at the study. The links will be in the description to both the article you're looking at right in your face, and more importantly, there'll be a link to the PDF that has the actual information in it. So, you know, take a look at it, read it to your heart's content. I happen to love all these little numbers and stuff and so forth, so I just found it interesting. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If you read it, what did you find interesting in the document? And I'll holler back. Peace.